history and background of our traditional Door County fish boil. Our thought tonight is a very simple recipe. We have just 4 ingredients out here: the water, salt, potatoes, and fish. It takes a half hour to cook. The potatoes take the full 30 minutes. Fish don't take as long. I just put those in now, so in about 9 minutes from now we should be ready to serve. The salt is the only seasoning we use on the food out here. One of the other properties of salt that we'll use tonight is in saltwater things float a little easier, so all the stuff that's on the top of the pot that we don't want on the fish, I don't want us to pull the food through that. To get rid of it, we're going to take kerosene at the very end and throw it on the fire so it gets really hot really fast. Boils it over to take that top layer off. And then just as soon as possible, the young man will come with that iron pole and put it through the hoops of the bottom basket, pull both baskets up, put it on that carrier. You'll have a nice pathway right through there so they get in that side door with the hot food, and then you'll know your meal is ready. Oh, yeah. So the tradition of our boils here in Door County started with immigrants that came and settled in this part of the county and north of here, primarily from Scandinavia. And of course, part of what attracted them here, I think, was the water. And they were, of course, right away looking to find the great bounty of this great lake here and discovered this wonderful fish we're going to enjoy tonight, Lake Michigan whitefish. It's a deep water, cold water fish, and they discovered that this fish, just like a few of the variety of fish they were accustomed to, was especially good poached or boiled. So they began to enjoy it that way, especially the fishing families. A traditional meal for them would be boiled fish, whitefish, and potatoes. But it really became this kind of large group outdoor cooking event when the main industry here in the peninsula later, in the 1800s, early days of the 20th century, was lumbering, large lumber camps. Lots of people to feed, and many of those same immigrants were attracted here for that work. They loved the boiled fish, so this would be a meal they would enjoy. And the menu evolved because of what's really good together, but also what is easy to grow here. So potatoes, little red potatoes, boil real nicely with the fish, and they're pretty easy to grow. Cabbage and all the ingredients are coleslaw, easy to grow, and coleslaw is a great side with fish. And bread. They had bread for every meal, but especially when they serve bread, they always serve fish, they always had bread, and you'll get a wonderful variety of breads tonight. Then later on in the 20th century, became famous for something else. We added that, which is cherries, so you always get cherry pie, and White Gull, you get cherry pie and ice cream for dessert. So after the lumber camps closed, no more lumberjacks to feed, the local folks just kept the tradition going. So as a little boy growing up here, my first fish boil was at church. Churches did them for fundraisers, and a few still do occasionally. And business might do it for the employees to say thank you at the end of the season, or a family reunion might include a fish boil just because they're lots of fun. It was 1957 when the White Gull Inn said, you know, this would be fun to do for guests here at the inn, but also for other visitors to Door County. So they've been doing a fish boil here since 1957. So if anybody has questions, come up. I'm glad to talk to you about it. We're very glad you're here. I'll give you a minute warning before we boil it over. Hope you enjoy your meal. Thank you.